Okay, so here chapter number 18, that is a database. Okay, in this database we are going to store data. Now data is nothing but the collection of facts. We can store any type of data like text, numbers, then image, audio, video, or date, time, and so on. Okay, so this type of data we can store in a database. Now database is a organized collection of data. Now this database consists of files, records, fields, and tables. Now what is this field? Okay, a field is defined as a column in a table. Field is defined as a column in a table in which same type of data we can store. Whereas a record is a collection of fields. It is a horizontal row in which we can store information about the individual entity. Okay, it consists of number of fields. A record, which is a horizontal row, consists of data which is of number of fields. And then what is a file? File is organized collection of records, fields, and tables. Now one more thing is a table. Now what is table? In table we can store record as well as fields. In table we can store data in form of rows and columns. All these tables means in a database we can create number of tables, and all these tables with their fields, records, and files collectively called as a database. And one more thing which is comes in the table, that two tables we can link by forming a relation. A relationship we can create in between the two table or more than two tables. Okay, that is called relational database. When we connect, when we create relation in between the two tables, then that database is called as a relational database. And those database which don't have any type of relation, means in that database we are creating number of tables, and these tables are not linked to each other, or these tables don't have any relationship, then those databases are known as flat file databases. So there are two types of databases, that is a flat file database and relational database. In flat file database there is no relation in between table, and in relational database there we can create a relationship in between the two or more tables. Okay, so we got what is a database. Database is nothing but the collection of field, record, file, and table. Okay, and it normally it is known as a organized collection of data. Field we have studied vertically, which we can arrange in a column wise, that having the same data type we can use, that is called field. And record, individual information about any entity we can store in a row, that is called a record. Okay, table is a collection of fields and records, and all these things means all number of tables with the relationship we can store in a particular file. Okay, so these things we are using in database. Okay, so now here we can see a database. That database is a flat file database in which columns are given, like this is the first column, teacher ID is the first column, forename is the second column, surname, subject, and room. So this column having the same type of data. Okay, so this teacher ID is a name given to the field, given to the column, and the teacher ID stores only the teacher IDs given to each and every teacher. Okay, next column, that is in a forename. Forename is a field name. It is a name given to that particular field. That is, a forename is a field name, and under this field name, the forename of each and every entity is given. Similarly, surname is third field in all surnames are given. Subject is a fourth field in all subjects are given, and room is a fifth field in which room numbers are given or number of rooms are given. Okay, so this is a field, that is a column, and here we can see number of record. Here total 5 records are stored. In the first record you can get the horizontally which we can see, that is called record. A single record consists of a data which have different data types. Okay, means here we can say here is a text database, text data. Here we can say number data. Okay, but here in this field we can say all are numbers. But if you consider this row, then in this row or in this record, here you are getting text data, here you get text data, here you can get text data, here is also text data, but here we will get number data. So number of data fields we can use in a single record. Okay, so here this is the first record, this is the second record, third record, fourth and fifth record. So total 5 records are here and 5 fields are here. Okay, in this database there is no primary key is defined, no unique key is defined. Okay, so this database is known as flat file database. Now the next database type is relational database, in which we can use a primary key. Okay, why it is required? What is the primary key? Okay, in relational database, now suppose this is the table having teacher's name and this is the table having student's name. Okay, teacher table and student table, these two tables are given. There might be one table having a common unique thing that we can use for other table also. Okay, means for example, if we consider here students data table, okay, in which here students ID is the field in which student IDs are given, here students names are given, here students surname is given, here English is given, English what, here I think these are the HJR, means teacher IDs, teachers names are given, here maths related AVA means maths related teachers are given, here science related teachers are given. Okay, so here teachers IDs are given over here. So first of all, I can't recognize that JKAW means what, AVA means what, GBA means what. These abbreviations are written in other table having name teacher table. Okay, here is a student table. In students table we cannot recognize these shortcuts or shorts names are given over here. Here initials are given, and according to that initials we can't recognize that which teachers are these. Okay, so we have to take help of other table, that is teachers table. To recognize these persons, we have to take help of this other table. Means here this table is, means students table is depend upon the teachers table. Okay, here dependency is created. Here relationship is created, and when there is when a relationship is created in between the two tables, then that database is called as a relational database. Okay, so here relation is created, so relational database we can consider this. Okay, so next part we are going to study primary key. Now what is the primary key and what is the foreign key? Now foreign key means most table will have a primary key field that holds unique data. Unique data means no two records are the same in this field, and is the field used to identify that record. Some tables will have one or more foreign key field. A foreign key field means what? A foreign key field is one data table stores values from the primary key field in another table. Okay, in short, here if you see, in this table, teacher's ID, in this table, the forename can be repeated, surname can be repeated, subject can be repeated, even rooms can be repeated, room number can be repeated. Okay, but teacher's ID can't repeat, but it is also possible that teacher's ID can be repeated, because here is Anthony Varela is given, Arnold and Arnold Wellesley. If we have taken this name, then AVA, this is also can applicable for him. So teacher's ID can be repeated, but in next table, yes, students' IDs are given. Students' ID is G12345, G12346, G12348. Student ID cannot be repeated, because here we are using a number given in an order, and because of that this number cannot be repeated, means the same number cannot be allotted for the two students. Okay, but it is possible that the two teachers having the same name. It is possible to have two teachers having the same name. Okay, same initials. So we can't consider teacher ID is as a primary key, but we can consider student ID is a primary key because it is a unique in that table. Okay, means that field is not repeated for any two records. Okay, so student ID is a primary key we can consider over here.